The reason why we were waiting to release the subject is because I didn't want to pay an extra 10% tech penalty to take Miltech without gaining innovativeness. So I was waiting to save 60 military points. But the reason why we wanted to take the tech before releasing the subject, rather than just release the subject then wait till January to take the tech, is because when you release a nation, they take on tech relative to your tech. So we have now 7, 8, 9 tech, which means that when I release Joloff, he will also have 7, 8, 9 tech, and he has ideas relative. You guys remember yesterday when I mentioned how subjects are far more likely to take idea groups like defensive, religious, etc.? There he is. He's got full defensive ideas. How's my cat doing? I can't show him right now, but he's exclamation cat. You'll see some examples of like what he looks like. He's doing that exact thing right now. He's upside down, right next to the keyboard. Very, very cute. Will I get a cat cam soon? You must have missed it because we had a cat cam thing on for most of the stream. My phone just died, so I had to turn it off. Okay, this guy's got forts. Our subject has cores on the whole coast. Let's make the war goal Wolof, I guess. Make sure we have our siege pip leader here. I don't want to risk making Duke Pancake the First into a general, because he is pretty good monarch point wise. Although he's very bad at making babies, I have to say. Milan has also declared war upon Aragon, and Austria has lost the alliance with Aragon. Excellent. However, we have a truce with him until 1506, so in 2 years we need to be done with the war in Africa, so we can come up and also punish Aragon. Finally, a positive event to make the burghers loyal. I've been really wishing that they weren't disloyal for a long time. We've had -10 instead of +20, so it's a 30% trade efficiency penalty. Now we get 10% from this event and a 30% swing going from negative to positive. So 40% increase in trade efficiency is massive. I approve. You love the name of my cat? Awesome. I'm glad to hear that, because I'm pretty sold on it, but I can understand why some people might not be. I like Pancake. I think it's a great name for a flat-faced, somewhat dumb-looking cat. No offense, Pancake. It's just that, you know, that is kind of how you look. Alright, so there are a lot of troops out there. There's a total of like 30,000 troops, so we'll just keep the army like all within one province adjacent to here, and we'll just take the fort. I'm not trying to do anything crazy here. Like, we could try to go transfer trade power from Mossy and like get to the gold mines and all that, but I want to make sure that we get home to fight Aragon in the next 2 years. So we're just gonna camp out here. 252. How many times have we had this newborn daughter thing, man? This is a bad heir. Is it? No, it's slightly above average, but again, it's average claim strength. We lose legitimacy. We're super illegitimate. You know, we're strong in admin and dip right now, and I guess it's fine. I'll just take it. I don't want to have no heir. Maria, so it's a female. What would the female form of Pancake be? Pancake. Pancake, guess? Pancakes. I'm just going to call it Pancake, because I think Pancake is a legitimate name for both males and females. Milan wants military access to murder Aragon, Portugal, Savoy. Sounds great. We can focus admin. We are behind on admin, and we still have 2 more ideas to go. Sounds fine. We could be moving into a huge army, so let's just wait till this fort falls. And we're 14 years ahead of time on Miltech, so we can afford to do barrages, but with 3 artillery, it's going to fall pretty quick anyway. It appears that Duke Pancake is well advised. He is well advised. No, the colony. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. If they burn them to the ground, guess what we'll do? The fact that they're going for the colonies is pretty expected. It's because they're afraid of our army. So let's do this. We'll split up and then do carpet siege mode. And since we're only going for the returned cores, we'll get all these occupations underway and then we'll just peace out as quickly as we can to allow the colonization to continue. Wow. Suddenly we have 64% trade efficiency. We're up 50% in trade efficiency from before. That's kind of a lot. Naples is now also preparing to attack Aragon in a war of aggression. We're only asking for 24 war score worth of stuff. England in the year 1504 has ended the War of the Roses. Can you believe it? Brandenburg cedes Berlin to Pomerania and gives monies to Pomerania. And Bohemia has not done the thing. So Pomerania says that they are going to form Prussia and Brandenburg sucks. Basically. Morocco just embraced the Renaissance. We are hostile to Joma. Portugal gives monies to France and annuls their treaties with Aragon. Man, they're just setting me up to absolutely trash Aragon if we can get our armies home in the next 15 months. We have an 11 stack still home, but we're missing all of our artillery and most of the infantry. I'd like to get him down to low enthusiasm, and then we'll do the deal. If I have to take a little bit less money, so be it. We're not going to worry about Mossy. Just don't think that's worth it. Naples has now also joined in with Aragon. Aragon is stripped of all allies. He's currently defender against 3 separate people, and we have to wait 15 months so we can join the dog pile. Oh, Aragon, you deserve it. You definitely deserve it. Am I excited for the HRE update? I read the dev diary on it, but I've already forgotten what they said they were changing. Still not able to quite get him down to low enthusiasm. He's on 1. We're almost there. Sweden has also declared independence. Cool. Looks like England did finally get their heir. Next monthly tick, he should be on low enthusiasm. Then we can do our deal. Good enough for me. Individual war score with Mossy is not high enough to demand anything, so we'll just demand whatever we can. Peace out. Basically, we've lost absolutely nothing. We lost 2,770 troops, which is probably less than we recovered in the time we've been at war. We just get a wall breach on Boer. I think that's a gold mine. 6 development gold mine, in fact. Nah, I don't want to push for it. We'll get it next war. Return all the cores. Check to see Colonial trade region. This is part of the trade region, Cantor and that thing. So we will take Cantor. And then we'll just take direct money. And that allows us to get our colonists back out working on these things since we're no longer occupied. Might want to build a fort down here. He's going to get devastation from the random events, and it's just going to be annoying having future wars where he has trouble defending things. I'll build a fort in Gabu and a Kaor and in probably Antor, actually. Maybe Gabu's better since he'll have to pay for it. And it does have a thing there as well. We'll see. We shall see. Let's get some more things built. France is going to take over the northern half of Aragon. We'll take over the southern half. And we just need to get our army home. We've gained naval force limit because the shipyards are done. Let's actually cancel these buildings. I want to use that money for some more ships. So we're going to go 5 more cogs. You're out of sailors. No sailors. Damn it. Bullshit. Don't tell me I'm going to have to build gosh damn docks. Ugh. Hate this mechanic. Okay, we should be able to move the army home in time, I think. We've got like, what, less than a year, but... Exploit development can be useful, especially with like administrative development, because it gives you a pretty significant advantage in the income from a province. The base formula, we actually did a spreadsheet on this once. If we were to exploit development in our capital, because it's got base 10 base tax, it's got 10 base tax, 10 times 5 is the number of years that you are ahead of time on income from this specific province. So for 50 years, you are ahead of what you would have made if you hadn't done the click. That math gets skewed when you have random temporary modifiers, like there's an event that gives you plus 50% national tax modifier for just 1 year. If you do the click in that period, then you're we would be 75 years ahead of time. So it would take until 1580 until that province would have made more money by not doing the click. So essentially at the end of the campaign, there's really no good argument to not do it. Like if there's only 50 years left to go in the game, you might as well debase everything. Not debase, wrong term. Exploit dev. Castile has become disloyal because embargo rivals, diplo rep, relative power, trust, blah, 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 blah. Whiner. Fine, you can have your trade for a moment. I will integrate power influence him. And we are allowed to declare war in next month. However, do I even have a claim? I have 1 claim. Damn. Probably should have had more claims. My borders are shit? Yes. I do not disagree. It's a shame that we can't, you know, become Curia controller ever and, you know, excommunicate him, for example. Pope Urbanus is a very good pope. 544. Sorry, 545. It's amazing. I'm actually going to consider pushing harder to become Curia controller. We have 11.7% chance right now. 16.6. It appears that Duke Pancake is loose lips, well-advised, but also kind-hearted. He is kind-hearted. He's a cutie. And the burgers are disloyal again. It's fine. We have a siege pip. We're ahead of time in Miltech. I think we can afford just being over the leader limit for now to keep that siege pip. Our truce is up in May. A little bit more time than I thought. Very likely that he stops being a valid rival soon because he's getting so weak. Our truce is up. Fortunately, Granada has an extra couple claims for us. So Granada's got a claim on Alicante and Barcelona. We've got a claim on Teruel. We'll declare using our subjects claim. Because if you declare using your claim, then taking land for your subjects, it costs diplo points. For reasons. But if you declare using your subject's claim, then it doesn't cost diplo points for them, and it also doesn't cost diplo points for you. For reasons. Operation Pylon. We do not want to get caught behind zone of control if France doesn't take these provinces, though, so let's just loot. Let's just loot these. Weird zone of control crap can happen. Vortexes? Thank you. Operation Pylon, exactly, yeah. And by pylon, I mean pile on. That's my ship hunting pirates to protect against Morocco. You must construct additional pile on. Indeed. Right, I remember now. I was going to use money to great power influence Castile and Granada so that we can try to actually integrate Granada. I think it's time to turn on scutage on Granada, because I do intend to integrate him soon. Royal patronage. Among some of our nobles, it has become increasingly fashionable to spend time on experimentation and philosophy. Lose national tax modifier and 315 ducats to gain 3 innovativeness. Yes. Even if we have to take loans. Possibly, if we got something occupied over here. There's no fort. We could get adjacency to the knights, and maybe he'd be willing to become a vassal. We got rid of distance between borders. We take Cagliari. I do have transports. We could go invade that. It's just so much micro. I don't want to do it. Does he even have a navy anymore? Pretty much not. And Protestant Reformation has begun. The age is officially ending. Got through most of the ideas. We're going to lose higher developed colonies soon. Ottomans have rivaled France. That's good, because France will then probably counter-rival him, which means that he will hate him, and he'll be much more likely to help us out when we finally declare war on Morocco. Assuming I don't lose him as an ally soon. Savoy cedes Vaud and Wallace to Provence. Savoy gives monies to France. Okay. So apparently we need to be Catholic in order to do holy orders. So we're going to stay Catholic this run, even though I do think that Protestant is far superior. They've re-elected Austria, and yet there is no imperial authority, and there won't be any now that the Reformation has begun. Not a chance. He's never going to get another reform passed. Aragon is still in the midst of 4 separate wars that he's losing pretty well. We only have 5 war score because we can't get the war goal. Might as well go loot this stuff a little bit. The one that I want to convert right now is... I'd like to convert Granada. We've got multiple missionaries sitting around doing nothing, and we could help convert that land before we get it integrated. If we turned off scutage and... Sorry, turned off divert trade, he'd be at 17% liberty desire. It's quite a bit more placating to actually get him loyal, but... With a forced conversion, that is. But I'm going to start working toward it. It's fine. Most deadly lake. Ottomans are going after Genoa. France, you should peace out at some point, buddy. Time for the kitten update. Ah, damn. He did take Barcelona. And he's made his main trading port into Lyonnais, which means that France is going to be collecting here now. He came in from this direction instead of trying to go through this way. That's dirty. But he did take one of the forts, so it'll be easy for us to finish this. it'll be difficult to stay friendly with France with him, you know, preventing us from forming Spain. There's a counter-rival on the Ottomans, as expected. Perhaps our transports are enough to establish a blockade here. It looks like most of his navy's dead, so I'd rather not use the light ships, but looks like we need to. Florence still has dominance of the node, so we don't have to worry about pissing off France by privateering him, but he's really close to being first place. Whoever has dominance of the trade node is the person that gets upset with you for privateering, so we gotta be very cautious about that. In fact, I don't think I'm really willing to risk it. Arumba Spain missions need Italy, so you could go for Naples first. That extra power could come to make the France war easier. Well, Naples is independent. He's only allied to Brittany. I don't think it'd be... we actually lost that fight? Oh, it's because it was a artillery and a knight. That's not ideal. Now I'm sending a single knight all by himself. Great. Well split, army. Please don't kill my knight. God darn it. Please don't kill my infantry. That was a situation where it just, like, split the army up really stupidly. I think we have one artillery over here. Yes. That's owned by Genoa now, anyway. We have this all occupied. Let's just bring this army home. There is our final idea. Global trade power plus 20, number of states plus 5, and we can now fabricate claims overseas in trade company regions. We turn on our policy for free, which is global settlers plus 20, native uprising minus 50. Now is a good time then to switch to native trading policy. It'll cost 1 stab, but we get more native assimilation. I'm willing to do that. It's a good trade. You get more goods produced long term. Consort Regency. Pancake died. Bullshit. Can you believe it? Pancake is dead? Already? He lived too little. How old is he? He better not die that young. In real life, I'd be so sad. Previous rulers. Pancake the First. Only ruled not even 10 years. No, Pancake. Pancake, no. 352 region. It's pretty good though, honestly. .66 war score, I think, is sufficient for what I want to take. Alright, so I had a claim on Teruel, which we can't take now because France stole it, the bastard. Granada's the only one with claims then, but we can't take Barcelona because France took it, so it's just Alicante that's part of the war goal. But it needs to be transferred to Granada to be 0 dip, which is somewhat relevant because we're not behind time on tech, but I still would prefer to be efficient if I can. Beyond that, I think we will take Cagliari, just so that we can keep working our way over here. We could always release this as a subject if we really wanted to. We could also take an island in here to release a subject. Alicante... Hmm. Okay. So we're 5 out of 5 relations. We're able to integrate Granada now. Although Granada did just gain a province, so he needs to core that pretty quickly. He's still not the right religion. I'm thinking about releasing a subject here. Possibly. We have excess Diplo points, so it's time to spend them on integration, I think. Alright, we should begin the process of annexing Granada. It'll take a little while, and it's fine.